Hi guys, Norman here, and this video is in response to Ross's request this morning for us to give him some feedback on what we'd learned from Elton Navarro's Organic Facebook Mastery course. So I'm going to run through each of the 5 lessons and tell you what I believe I've done and what I might have accomplished, if that's the right word. That might be being too presumptuous. And I certainly know that there are things that I haven't done and that I need to do, but I feel that I'm moving in the right direction and I'm fairly happy with my progress. So here we go with lesson 1 was about the Facebook profile. Now, as you know, at the start of this, Ross got us all to look at our Facebook profile pages, and I know I designed a new one. And with Derek's help, Derek did me a new Facebook cover, and I discussed the finished article with Ross, and he said at the time, it's pretty good, I'm happy with it for now, but I think as time moves on and you change and develop and you start getting a team below you, downline, that we'll need to go back to it and make it more professional. So that's okay for the time being. Lesson 2, how and what to post. Now, Elton says that he likes to do ideally 3 posts a day. First thing in the morning, middle of the day, and last thing at night. So he's engaging with his followers at those 3 key times of the day. Now, I'm trying to do the same thing, but sometimes I only manage 2. But he did say 1 to 3. Now, of course, he says that your posts should include things like results. Haven't got any results as yet, but that will change. Inspiration, yes, I talk about inspirational things in my posts. I show inspirational and motivational quotes as posts in their own right, but all my written posts, that I consider them to be adding value, and in there obviously I talk about being inspired, being positive rather than negative, dispelling all negative thoughts and so on and so forth. So I'm happy that I'm covering that off. I don't as yet talk about lifestyle, and I know I need to do that. I can see myself that people would probably look at my profile page at present and say it's much of a muchness, it's pretty much the same, quite repetitive. So I know I need to introduce some different things into it to lighten it up a bit and give other points of interest. Now, of course, with people like Elton, with the massive following that he's got, he can just write a paragraph and nothing particularly inspiring, and words that you or I could write, and everybody goes mad for it. But they're not going mad for the paragraph, they're going mad because it's Elton that's written it. And until such times as I get a following, or the rest of us build up a following, we're not going to get those number of likes and comments that he gets. I mean, he gets hundreds and hundreds. So, but it's there to build on. But I'm aware that I need to have more variety on my page. He talks about 85% value and 15% curiosity, which obviously is arousing people's interest about things. So I'm happy that sort of balance is there, but I need to work more on the curiosity and lifestyle. Lesson 3, how to get massive engagement. He encourages us to go through likes before posting. I don't necessarily do that, but I do go through likes. I do look at other pages. I don't keep up with my friends enough daily. I need to do more of that. I do some of it, but not all. As regards removing dead weight, I think it's perhaps a bit too early, and I've got to make sure that I'm not viewed as being dead weight by the friends that I talk to. So, right, we've got to post and keep up with friends, and it's suggested that we be the first one to initiate contact with our friends, which I think is a good thing. We're being proactive, and that's what we've got to be. We've got to be the ones asking the questions, if you like. And I do try and add some friends each day, because I found initially with that site that Ross gave us, it's a fabulous site, and I found that I could enter a lot of people, make friends with a lot of people on there. But after being on it for so long, you start getting messages from Facebook saying, do you know this person? You should only be making friends with people you know, and so on. So you get a bit worried about the Facebook police. I do anyway. So I back off from that a bit, and rather than doing a lot at one time, I try and do a bit every couple of days. And I take Elton's advice as well, and I go in to find friends on your own Facebook page and sift through those. But I always, nearly always, look at people's profiles to see where they're at. Lesson 4. Elton made it clear that we shouldn't be looking for leaders when we're looking for friends. We want to be looking for people who show an interest in being online entrepreneurs, affiliate marketers, internet marketers, or whatever. But when you read the profile, it becomes apparent that they're not leaders, they have got something to learn. And I'm quite pleased when I read some of these, because a guy I used to know used to have a saying that said, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. And I feel a bit like a one-eyed man when I'm looking at these people. So I do feel confident that for quite a lot of people that I've made friends with, I can probably be of assistance to them. I know I've got a lot of improving to do and learning to do myself, but I do feel that. These people, yeah, I feel I can work and develop on them. I do look at big boys' profiles. I look at Elton's. I look at different other people's. And I look to see what there is about them that I like and that I don't like. I do engage on other people's profiles. I'll go onto a page and I'll look at something. I might listen to a video or read a post or whatever, or just look at the site in general, and I'll tick like and make a comment, and that usually gets you a response. Somebody comes and has a look at your page, which is what it's all about, and I'm making the first move, which is following on with Elton's creed. Now, it does encourage us to get involved in sales groups. One in particular that he mentioned was sale tasks with sales groups, and he said engage with the pros. And I can see where he's coming from with that, because I think he makes a comment about the normal run-of-the-mill Facebook groups as being places where people with no money, who are quite desperate in many ways, hang out. So there isn't a lot for us to get from those people. So we need to be learning from the pros, and then, as he says, trying to pick up people who have got profiles that show that they've got a lot to learn, but they do have that initial interest in becoming entrepreneurs. Finally, lesson 5 talks about the inbox formula, and he says to go on the site, see if they had a job, what sort of job they had, see if they've got a job at present, are they actually working online full-time or part-time or whatever, and have a look to see if there is something on their site that you like. It might be something that you can comment about and, start a dialogue. It does go on to say that we must spend our time, it might take 5 to 12 posts with people to win over their trust. I know this is something that Ross has said to us as well, and I think it's really good advice. Don't frighten them off by going in too quickly with a sales pitch, because it won't work. I think that's about as much as I've got to say at present, guys. Thanks for listening. I hope I haven't been going on too long, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.